Hello world, this is Wolfstar Games. It's Anton, and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. Last time we started on Aidi's route, and according to her, it sounds like she wants to have like a white Christmas, which is very sentimental for an AI to want. But all the same, it's like I wonder how things are actually going to go in Aidi's route. Should be rather interesting, I think. And then later, Kaito was trying to learn how to surf from Masuka, but he was failing miserably at it, which I don't blame him. As someone who has never surfed himself, I think I would also have a tough time trying to surf. It's like practice, right? It's like I'm sure it's a skill that takes a very, very long time to master. But anyway, last we actually left off, we had switched over to the point of view of Akiho at the robot clinic. So let's see what's going to go on there.
いいか、よく見とけよ。絶対に目そらすんじゃねえぞ。
Okay, but why are you kind of whispering?
わかってるから、早く。
部長、なんで声を潜めてるんですか？って、僕まで釣られたじゃないですか。
To be fair, Doc started it.
その方が秘密の実験っぽいから。
Alright, fair enough.
ガタガタと細けいこと言ってんじゃねえ。いいから、黙って見とけ。
Okay.
毒も小声になってますよ。
All this whispering has me on the edge of my seat right now. I mean, it's like, what is going to happen?
毒、始めて。
I suppress my nervousness and signal to Doc. He nods, a stern expression on his face. He then flips on the test power switch connected to the motor. Ooh. Electricity. Although it sounds kind of weird. The motor affixed to the stand starts moving. It's like, what is this machine? Exactly. On occasion, it surges with a faint light blue beam of light. You mean the electricity? This is the brand new motor that Doc designed and built for Gunbell 2. Okay, this is the motor. It's the first servo motor in human history to use a magnet made out of a monopole. Oh, that's what they did with the monopole. Okay, they made a magnet out of it. Which makes sense, since it uses electromagnetism. And I take it that's why it's giving off this electricity like this, because of the monopole. But
モノポールを使ってる割には、いまいちインパクトが薄いな。
Okay, you're kind of sounding like Sumio, Akio.
部長、その言い方、スペースアメ社の社長そっくりです。
Now I'm Subaru.
普通のモーターと何が違うの？
How is it different from a regular motor? Yeah.
もっとこうギュルルルドッキャーンみたいなスーパーハイパワーを予想してたんだけど。
I mean, maybe we can get it to do that? Although I think that's wishful thinking on Akio's part a little bit.
その発言、頭悪すぎですね。
Gee, thanks, Subaru. Yup, it's about time to ignore Subaru. Meanwhile, he's sighing out of disappointment, I guess.
そんなハイパワーモーターなんざ作ってもすぐギアがバカになるだけだろうよ。
Really? Okay. Well, we don't want to do that then.
実用性ってもんを考えやがれ。
He scolded me. Oh. It's like, now Akio's sad. Sad Akio.
こいつについては2号機に今すぐ組み込んでも問題ねえレベルで調整してんだよ。
Well, that's good.
まあ調整つってもまだ大まかなもんだかな。
Only the basics, alright.
性能について教えてください。
既存のモーターと決定的に違うのはやっぱ出力だ。
The output. Okay, how is it different?
ロボ1号機に使ったサーボモーターと比べて同じ電力量でもだいたい10倍以上のパワーが出てやがる。
Okay. 10 times more power. I feel that should be quite significant of a difference.
10倍？
これでもまだ完全にポテンシャルを引き出してるわけじゃねえ。むしろセーブしてこれだ。
What can it do at its full potential then?
まさにモノポール様々ってことだよ。
I'm sure it is, yes. Especially seeing that it fell from out of the sky. From space, I guess?
これがありゃ少ない電力で1号機以上の動きだってできるぜ。
Okay. Wow, this is going to be quite significant then. Says Doc as he shuts it off.
はっきり言ってこのモーターとんでもねえ化け物だぜ。性能も値段もな。
Yeah, price. Yeah, price-wise, I am betting that it's going to be super expensive.
モノポールが最終的にいくらの価値になるかは知らねえが、何しろ地球上には存在しねえ代物なんだ。そいつをここまで贅沢に使ってんだから一気でうん十万円程度じゃ済まねえだろ。
A few 100,000 yen isn't gonna cut it. So even more than that? Holy crap.
例えば予想だといくらぐらい
？1億いってもおかしくないんじゃないですか。
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised as well.
億
I can't even wrap my head around a number that big.
とりあえずスコールは何本買えるかな。
Like, probably a whole factory.
60万本以上は。
That is a lot. 600,000.
そっか。
It's like, does that get you pumped, Akio? She does love her skull. I still can't quite fathom that large a sum of money. This one motor uses around 100 monopoles. 100. Wow. Okay, so a lot more monopoles than I thought has fallen from the sky since that one that we saw as Kaito. It's like, I remember Akio saying others fell from the sky, but she didn't specify how many. Doc ground them down and compressed them. He apparently utilized the same process used to make permanent magnets. He showed me its insides. The magnet made out of monopoles flickered red, like it was alive. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, with it flickering red. I mean, I remember the one monopole that we saw had like a red hint or glow to it. Almost looked like it had like the universe inside of it. Even now, monopoles continue to fall onto Uchagaoka Park. They're still falling? Oh my god. How many monopoles are going to fall to Earth before this is all done with? I mean, good lord. I mean, I can just imagine how many is littering Uchagaoka Park right now. I mean, I'm kind of willing to bet that you can hardly see the ground because of all the monopoles. That would be insane. It's recently become my job to pick them up. Oh, really? I swing by in the mornings and the afternoons, on the way to and from school. This used to be Kai's job, and she's took it upon her to do it herself, because Kaito's been busy with, of course she doesn't know, with all the Kimijima reports, getting those, all this stuff that is going on in his life, aside from the Robot Club and his gaming. The Kimijima reports are now front and center in his mind. So everything else is kind of being neglected. This job being one of them. And so picking up the monopoles every day led me to discover something. What was that? After last month's solar disturbance, the frequency with which monopoles fall has increased dramatically. Oh, I bet it has. Oh, it's like with the solar disturbance, how there must have been just like a multitude of them falling from the sky. Oh boy. And it's interesting that they're all concentrated on falling to Uchagaoka Park and nowhere else, it seems. What? I wonder if there's meaning behind that. Now we get around 10 to... I almost said 100. Now we get around 10 to 20 a day. That's quite a bit. 10 to 20 a day? So within a week, so that would be like 70 to 7 times 20. That would be 140. So 70 to 140 a day. No, a week, excuse me. That's a pretty big number. Just in a week. There's no way this is anything but abnormal. Yeah, that's very true. All the monopoles sitting around on the grass resemble mouse poop. Mouse poop. Alright. Are they really that small? And it's kinda gross, to be honest. The neighbors have finally started to take notice of them. Oh. But they seem unfazed. Well, that's good then. They've noticed them, but they haven't gone to, like, investigate them, to check them out, to see what they are. People here are pretty chill. Thank God for small favors, that no one's poking their noses around Uchikawa Park and finding what would be like the discovery of the century, I feel. Fortunately, nobody from JAXA has heard anything yet. And I get the feeling that if JAXA were to find out, that they would be scouring the park and, you know, like, testing the monopoles and whatnot. JAXA, that actually reminds me, I very recently learned that JAXA is actually a real-world thing. It is short for the Japan Aerospace... Actually, wait. Wasn't there a tip for JAXA? Let me see. Yeah, there was. Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. Yeah. So this is indeed a real thing in the real world. And headquartered in Chofu, Tokyo. I believe that is actually where it is located. So it was cool to find out that this is actually a real thing. And it just makes this whole, like, story very grounded in this respect. You know, having something in this game that's from the real world gives this game a little gravitas. So I thought that was really cool when I found that out. I've also been doing my best to avoid having Dad figure things out. Yeah, it's... You don't want her dad to catch wind of the monopoles, so yeah.
試作2号機に使うサーボモーターは全部で24機を予定しています。
Total of 24 servo motors. And if it takes 100 to power one motor, good lord, that's gonna be a ton of monopoles used for a grand total of 20 servo motors. 24 servo motors, excuse me. And you know, with what I had talked about before with the monopoles, you know, of them acting like a magnet, I mean, I feel like this is, you know, just one step forward in my theory of the monopoles attracting the sun closer and closer to the Earth. And that has me a little worried.
足りないのは4機分か。 今月中にはなんとかなりそうだな。
Only need 4 more? So he's already made 20 of them? Well, he has been busy. Fortunately for us, we have a huge stock of monopoles. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, if he's already made 20 of them, yeah, it's like we definitely have more than enough monopoles to use. Takes a little bit of time and money to turn them into magnets, but things are going as planned, mostly. Mostly? To be honest, I'm actually a little worried about whether these motors will really be enough to move Model 2. I find myself wondering if we should maybe raise the number of monopoles we use per motor. I mean, it's 100 monopoles per motor already, so if we add more monopoles, I mean, yeah, it would give the motor more power, but shouldn't we have the number of monopoles in each motor be the same? I feel like having more than 100 monopoles in each motor, especially if they just put it in the last 4 motors, that may be way more than necessary. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that could be something that could wind up backfiring on us in some way. I have no clue if using more monopoles would result in more magnetism, so maybe I'm just crazy. I don't think she's completely wrong in that. I mean, I would think that if you use more monopoles, that it would result in a stronger magnet. Both Subaru and Doc are against the idea. And I feel like I'm right there with them too.
年内に組み立てを完成させたいなら、今より数を増やすのは避けるべきでしょう。
でも万博は2月だよ。まだもうちょっと余裕はあるじゃん。
できれば来月はまるまる稼働システムのセッティングに費やしたいんですよ。
The drive system. I mean, we do have to move things along. I mean, it's December. We need to get this robot all up and running by February. So we do kind of have to be a little hasty in making them.
あ、そっか。わかった。じゃあドク、このモーター量産しちゃって。
しちゃってじゃねえよ。ジジイをこき使うんじゃねえ。俺一人じゃあと半月でこんなでかいモーターを20機以上も作るのは無理だ。
No, I don't. Speaking for Akio, no, I don't. I mean, if we need 24 servo motors, I cannot say servo motor. If we need 24 of them, he would need help in making them.
じゃあどうするの？
You would have to help him.
人海戦術しかねえだろうな。島中の機械屋に協力してもらう。
Human wave approach. Interesting terminology there. And get the island's mechanics to help. Interesting proposal.
機械屋さんってつまり蒲田のおっちゃんとか港のおっちゃんとか？
そうだ。
All right. It's like we've heard their names before. The if I remember correctly, they're part of the other robot parts places in Tanegashima. I can't quite remember, but I think that's right.
モノポールの存在を多くの人に知られてしまうのはできれば避けたいですが。
Yeah, I agree with this. Very much agree with this. The less people who know about it, the better.
だったら2月までに24機なんて無茶な発注は受けられねえな。
どうします部長。
分かったよ。うちが島にある全部の町工場を回って口止めをお願いしてみる。
Non-disclosure agreement. Alright.
聞いてもらえなかったら。
聞いてもらえるまで粘る。
I mean, don't force things, Akiho.
話せばきっとうちらの夢に協力してくれるはず。
でも試作1号機の時はドク以外はどこの工場も手伝ってくれなかった。そう聞きましたか？
I mean, he was the only one working on it, right? I mean, she wasn't getting parts from anywhere else.
そうなんだよ。こっちが頭下げても仕方なく協力するみたいな感じで。
Doc uncharacteristically breaks into a massive smile.
それは当たり前だろうが。一銭にもならねえガキのお遊びに付き合うバカは俺ぐらいだよ。
It's like, Doc, do you have to call me a brat?
連中にだって生活があるんだ。ただでさえ不況の上に過疎化で仕事も減ってんだぞ。
Oh. That's not good then, is it? The job market's shrinking?
実際この5年で島の整備工場は半分になっちまった。
Lost half of the workshops? Jeez.
だからお前らに付き合ってる暇はねえのさ。餌がありゃ話は別だがな。
Right.
餌。
いっそモノポールで釣ってみたらどうです？いずれ公表する予定だったわけですし。
Oh god, I forgot about that.
モノポールの所有権を島にあるすべての町工場にすればいい。
To all of the workshops? I mean, Subaru was just saying we should keep the monopoles on the down low. And now it just sounds like he's taking his words back by saying this.
将来莫大な利益をもたらすことは分かりきっているわけですから。
I mean, sure, but I feel like these monopoles are not here for good. That they're here for, like, ill tidings in a way.
この島の経済を活性化させるためにも悪くない案だと思います。
それじゃまるでお金をちらつかせて協力しろって言ってるように聞こえるじゃん。
A little bit, yes.
出世払いみたいなものですよ。
An investment. I don't know if we should really call it an investment. I mean, we don't really know why these monopoles are here.
それとも何ですか？金なんて払わなくても 全ての整備工場はロボ部の夢にタダで付き合うべきだと？大した自信ですが、ナンセンスですね。そういう考えでいるから教頭と揉めたんだという自覚を持ってください。
スバルってなんだか教頭先生と似てる。
もともと僕は言っていたはずですよ。部長の考えは甘いと。
Actually, he's right. Every time we bumped into each other, he'd say the same thing. He may be helping as a member of the Robot Club now, but just a few months ago, he was our sworn enemy. But, I mean, come on. Couldn't he agree with me at least once in a while? I'm a little irritated. So she's on the brink of going all grr, 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 grr.
こんにゃろー。
It's like, ruffle his hair, Akio. Come on. You know you want to. You do it to Kaito. Do it to Subaru. I try to ruffle up Subaru's hair. But he swiftly dodges my lunge. Oh. He's quick on his feet, is he? Too bad Kaito isn't.
避けるな。
そういうのはヤシオ先輩にだけやっていてください。
Darn it! It's like you crushed my hopes and dreams of Akio ruffling your hair, Subaru. Dang it!
僕を身代わりにされるのは迷惑です。
You're not a replacement, you're an extension. That calmness of his totally gets under my skin.
ごちゃごちゃうるせえ。
Okay, Doc, sorry.
何でもいいから他の機械屋を説得してこいってんだ。
Okay.
でなきゃ年内の2号機の完成はねえ。それだけだ。
はい。
It's time for me to step up to the plate and swing the bat. Just you wait and see, Subaru. It's like, take a stand. Oh. Surrounded by 4 RGB, cameras, Juna continues to timidly perform a kata. The one she's currently doing is called Gekisai Dai Ichi, a pretty basic kata. Her moves are dynamic and interesting to watch. Plus, one set is about 30 seconds long, making for a brisk pace. And Kaito and Frau are just off and watching her? Frau and I are squatting, watching from a little ways away. Frau bites into her Pocky. Strawberry? And I take a sip of my fruit sour melon. The winds are gentle today, so even though the sun is about to set, it's not that cold outside.
あれ、そのままロボ2号機で再現しちゃえばいいんじゃないの？
I randomly toss out a proposal. Frau starts to grin while looking at her phone droid connected to the RGB cameras. What exactly are you grinning about, Frau?
お前は何を言っているんだ。
Do you want me to be crazy?
張れるが空手の型をやるとか。デューテラシュール。
じゃあ代案出してよ。
だが断る。
Why you're refusing? Come on. We're still recording Juna's kata. As for why, it's because we still haven't figured out what Model 2's doing at the expo. Call it brainstorming. I mean, we gotta figure out a moveset. a.k.a. wants to pull some iconic poses from the anime and have it do those, but that'd be way too short. It would? Huh. I thought he would have like a bunch of poses from the anime. The performance should at least be 30 seconds long, preferably 1 whole minute. Okay, so he has to do more than just posing then. Which is why I personally thought a kata would be a good fit.
そもそも型って結構動きが複雑だわ。
Too complex for Gunvarel to pull off?
サーボ24機じゃ関節足らねえ。これはガチ。
Really? Even with 24 servo motors powered by 100 monopoles each, we can't even do a kata. That's surprising.
ああ、そう。
What's wrong, Juna? Juna stands up straight and bows. Looks like she's done.
続きまして、撃砕第2です。
Gekisai Daini. Okay. So I've been teaching myself Japanese numbers, so I know that Ichi is 1, Ni is 2. And it's like I've just been kind of in my head, been going through the Japanese number system.
よろしくお願いします。
Well, thank you, Jonah. I will. She bows again and begins the next kata. Like, aww. She's still clearly embarrassed. I mean, she's always had performance anxiety, so it's gonna take her a long time to get over that. Her movement is rigid and tense. Kind of a bummer considering how beautiful her kata are when nobody is watching. What a waste of talent.
そんなことより聞いてくれ、一応。
Okay.
ん？1って俺のこと？
Is it?
聞いてください、ヤシオ先輩。
Yeah, I'm listening.
何？
I respond to her as I mindlessly watch Juna perform. You're awfully close, Frau. Frau scoots extra close to me, ooh, touching her shoulder to mine. Ho, ho, ho.
300人委員会と旅ストック研究所の件について。
Oh. Really? Then please, tell me. Frau started coming to school as of late. She's even become interested in the committee and the institute. She's been aggressively scouring the internet for information on both groups.
だからそれが何？
そっち何か進展あった？
いや、君島レポートナンバー6はまだ最後のフラグが回収できてないから見つけてない。
Yeah. It's like that last one with surfing is gonna take Kaito some time, I feel.
サーファーオツ。それにしても時間かかりすぎじゃね？
Surfer boy. It's like, I'd hardly call Kaito a surfer boy.
フラグを回収するのは大変なんだよ。サーフィン始めたのだってほんの4日前だし。
And he's never surfed before. So, it's like, on Kaito's behalf, it's like, give him some time, Frau. Before that, I was picking up golf balls at a golf course. Oh, that's right. You had to pick up, what was it, lost golf balls? And it was like an obscene number, as I recall. Like, what was it, like 100 or so of them? I feel like such an idiot doing all these things.
あ、そうか。
You get what?
ヤシオ先輩はあの荒波に体をもみくちゃにされてるんですね。わかります。
Is that a euphemism?
ごっくりエロすぎだろマジで。
I'd say that was a euphemism.
波ヤシオ先輩で薄い本一冊書けるレベル。
Alright, you do that, Frau. You do that. What in the world is she going on about? Triple question mark? She's breathing heavily through her nose and everything. I probably shouldn't pry. While we were talking, Juna had long since finished her kata. All the while, Kaito being distracted, so he didn't really see her kata, did he? She's just standing there, looking lost. What's wrong, Juna?
スーパーリンペイ頼むよ。
Super Renpei next, huh? Juna looks flustered by my sudden request, but soon composes herself and bows.
スーパーリンペイ
She shouts and begins her kata.
コナちゃんの方はどうなの？
When I shoot the question back at Frau, she scoots even closer to me, as if she was waiting for me to ask.
ミゲール・サンタンブロッジオって知ってる？
Miguel Sant'Ambrogio.
And we have not heard that name before, so no, we don't know who that is.
さあ。
なんという情弱。
Okay, I'll wake up if you stop calling me sheeple.
フィリップ・エレクトロニクスの CEO だろ、上皇。
Philip Electronics. CEO, Chief Executive Officer, and then Philip's Electronics. Philip Electronics, excuse me. Fiction. The official name is Philip Roman Maurice Electronics, an electronic equipment maker that was established in the late 19th century. The main office is located in Holland. Holland? Really? So, the Netherlands. I am actually part Dutch, so it surprises me. In Holland, they make a wide variety of electronics from electric razors to medical equipment. A world-famous brand. Interesting.
いや、知らないって。
I've seriously never heard of him. Heck, I don't even know if that's a Japanese or foreign company. Definitely foreign. Definitely not Japanese.
経済界の大物だを。前はアメリカのジェネラリックモータースとかフランスのルーノ社とかの CEO をやってたし。
Generic Motors. Generic Motors. Of course, fiction, because they can't use General Motors. A large American car company that was established in the early 20th century. Even though in the late 2000s the business failed, the new CEO, Miguel Sant'Ambrogio, rose it back to being one of the top companies. Huh, alright. I'm not sure what France's company would be in reference to calling it Runo.
剛腕経営者つうか立て直しのプロっつうか。
A professional rebuilder. So what, he goes in and rebuilds things from the ground up or something like that?
その人が何？
旅ストック研究所の特別顧問な件。
Oh, special advisor to the Tavistock Institute. Okay, so we have a name tied to the Tavistock Institute. So that's a good big step forward to learning more about them, I think.
で？
そのミゲールじいさんには世界中に隠し子がいる。
Excuse me? He has illegitimate kids in different parts of the world?
なんという絶倫じじいか！
叫ばないように。ほら、純ちゃんがビビってるじゃん。
Is she?
さあせん。で、その隠し子の一人がエグスケにいるって言ったら。
Oh. Is Sawada one of his illegitimate kids? Ooh. Isn't that food for thought?
隠し子の名前は沢田キュン。
It is. Sawada. Okay. Sawada Kyun? I'm confused by the Kyun part. Kyun?
それこそ誰って話なんだけど。エグスケの社長の名前？
Yes, he is. Without saying a word, Frau pulls a video up on her phone droid.
これって。
I mean, that's him. It's a video of the press conference from the other day. Frau apparently reserved a time-shifted version of it ahead of time. Oh. Huh.
沢田俊之、エグゾスケルトン社のハグテスト運用室室長。
Very interesting background information about Sawada. That he's an illegitimate child of someone we've never heard of before.
ハグテスト運用室。
That's where Misa-ne works. Yep.
この人が旅ストック研究所の人間かもしれないって。
And the fact that Misa-ne is working under him directly? Oh boy. That... If he is actually part of the Tavistock Institute, and by extension the part of the Committee of 300, that would explain so much of why Misa-ne has not contacted her sister. Because she's trying to keep Akiho safe, isn't she?
そこまでは言ってないし。
I know you didn't, but there's a lot of implications behind this.
単に旅ストックの特別顧問の隠し子って事実があるだけ。直接の証拠なんて何にもない。
Fair enough, but the implication is so strong.
でも少なくとも遠いつながりはある。ミゲールじいさんを通して沢田級に旅ストックの意向が伝わっていたとしても不思議じゃないわな。まあハグテスト運用室長じゃそんなに権限は大きくないと思われ。だから私の考えすぎかもしれんけど。
You might be. She might be. But I don't know. I feel like this is somewhat on the right track.
ただ君島レポートにもエグスケのこと書いてあったし。
They did. Yes, they did.
そういう可能性があってもちっとも不思議じゃなくね。
They very well might be, yes.
なお私の予想だとこのおっさんはツンデレの模様。
A tsundere? I'm not sure about that, Frau. Putting aside Frau's pointless prediction, I don't think it's entirely pointless, Kaito. It's like he's listening but not really hearing her out. If you get what I'm saying. If Frau's info was true, it'd be nuts. I'm sure as hell couldn't tell Akiho about it. She would be even more worried about Misa-ne if she were to find out. I'm feeling extremely uneasy. I just want to scream into the air. Then why don't you?
っていうか、よく調べたね、そんなヤバそうな情報。
Yeah, where did she get this information from?
私のこと見直した。だったら指をペロペロさせろ。鎖骨でも OK。
How about both?
ポッキーでも舐めてなよ。
くぬぬ。
Clearly salty. Clearly salty, Frau munches on her Pocky as instructed.
コナちゃんさ、今の話、俺以外には絶対しちゃダメだよ。
Although Juna's right in earshot, didn't she just hear all of this too?
つうか、先輩はなんでそんな落ち着いてるん？
I mean, that's Kaito for you. He's calm as a cucumber.
君島レポートの予言当たってるのに。
And I have that phrase wrong. Cool as a cucumber. Right, yeah. The Kimijima reports have definitely been all on the mark.
つまりあの内容はガチ。警察かマスコミに教えるべきじゃね？
Not yet. We don't have the full story. We still have another report to get. She's right. I'm convinced that most of the contents of the Kimijima reports are true. If I ignore their warnings, I get the feeling that 5 billion people are gonna get massacred. Yeah. Don't want that. Is that supposed to be the wind? I get goosebumps on my back. I instinctively look around. I have a wonderful view of the old airport just before sunset, as well as a wonderful view of Frau. There's no one here besides the three of us. I'm just being self-conscious, I guess.
うかつには動けない。コナちゃんだって分かってるはずでしょ。
If we say anything, our lives could be in danger. Yeah.
俺としては、まずは君島レポートを全部揃えたい。それをコンプすれば、どうすべきかはっきりするはず。
Yeah. I mean, we're on the cusp of getting report number 6, but we still have another report to get with the 7th and last one.
アイリタンは
Yeah, what about Airi?
根掘り葉掘り聞いてみるべき。300人委員会の情報を集めてるんだから。とりあえず、3サイズから始めようか。デュー。
Frau, please, no. It's like I consider Airi as like a little sister. Let's not talk about her size. Her sizes.
おっさん的な発想だな。本当に俺より年下？
It's like she is younger than you, yes.
永遠の17歳ですが何か。
Forever 17. Alright. Ask Airi, huh? I'd love to, but Airi is a little unstable right now. Yeah, he thinks that she's a little, like, buggy. Like she's on the fritz or something.
ちなみに300人委員会の情報を集めてるのは、愛梨ちゃんじゃなくてゲジネだから。
Except Airi and Geji-ne are one and the same person. I asked Geji-ne about this a few times before, but she couldn't give me any info because she hadn't analyzed it yet. I tried booting up IRUO. And there she is. Airi is standing beside Juna as she performs her kata. But she's not watching her.
愛梨ちゃん。
She doesn't respond. I guess I have no choice but to get up and walk over to her.
ああ、純ちゃんは気にせず続けて。
I mean, he's doing this right in front of Juna. Juna doesn't know about Airi, so she's gonna be confused.
ほりゃ
Juna instantly stiffens up just because I got closer. Can't say that's a surprise to me.
愛梨ちゃん。
I honestly can't believe that he's doing this in front of Juna, who doesn't even know Airi exists. When I call to her, Airi looks around aimlessly. Oh, like her adorable, cute, puzzled face. Even though I'm right in front of her. Yeah, what exactly is going on with Airi? I feel like she's more than just, like, being buggy, as Kaito is putting it. What is she looking for? Whatever. It's not Airi that I want to talk to, but Geji-ne. I'll just force her out of here. I press Airi's forehead for a few seconds. Usually this pulls up an icon on her forehead and she turns into Geji-ne immediately. But not this time. For some reason it's not working? Why is it not working? But this time... like she's easily ticklish. Airi squirms and giggles. She's trying to get away from my finger.
いや、逃げないでよ。ゲジネに話があるんだから。
I mean, she's not trying to avoid Kaito. Why isn't she changing over? Something's wrong, clearly. But what is the... But what exactly is going on? Why isn't she changing into Geji-ne? Did someone, like, mess with her AI or something?
Junna wa Airi yori Geji-ne ga suki nan desu ka?
She's actually asking about Juna? That's interesting. I mean, she hasn't met Juna. It's like Juna heard her name from Airi. That would definitely surprise her. For some reason, Airi asks her question to Juna, not me. Oh, that was actually directed towards Juna. Oh. This conversation is a mess. I guess Juna is going to learn that Airi exists here then. As expected, Airi is still unstable.
アイリちゃん、俺はゲジネと話したいんだって。
光彦もゲジネが好きなんですね。
Michi? Michi isn't even here. Right? Michi's not there.
光彦
長深田光彦です。
Yeah. It's like, come on, Kaito. Michi. You should know what his real name is. Michi? Is she mistaking me for him? Oh. That's really funny if she is. Jeez, that stings. And then, just like that... Oh. Wow. Just out of the blue, she suddenly responds. Wait. Wait. She changes into Geji-ne after her mistaking Kaito for Michi? What's going on here? Does Michi know Airi as well? Oh god. My mind is reeling now. Is Michi tied into this as well somehow. I mean, like, we know Mizuka knows Airi, but this whole time we haven't gotten anything from Michi throughout all of this. It's like he's mainly been, as I want to describe him, a buffoon in this story. It's like, I feel like he is useless, but now I'm thinking otherwise. Now I'm thinking that he's kind of like a double agent, quote unquote. And oh boy, I don't know what to think now about Michi. I don't know why it makes that sound every time I'm in IRUO when I back out of either the tips or from the backlog. It's like, why does it do that every time?
Hi.
What? Yeah, I feel the same, Kaito. Usually she does the whole switching over to Geji-ne thing.
屋内なので今のゲジネはヤシオさんが見えていない状態です。
But we're not indoors. I guess since Airi is bugged, Geji-ne is also bugged.
おいおい、ここバリバリ屋外なんだけど。
情報は収集していますが、関東地方は停電によるオンラインユーザーの減少により絶対的な情報量が平常時の 20% まで低下しています。
何を言ってる？停電？
I mean, that's what it sounds like.
なお、収集した情報は未だ分析していないため、現段階ではヤシオさんの要求には返答できません。
It's not going to be any good talking to Geji-ne either.
失礼します。
You're excused. She's frozen.
これはひどい。
This is bad.
幽霊ちゃん、今おかしかったね。
Ghost-chan? It's like, sorry, Juna, it's not a ghost. Airi is not a ghost. She's an AI. Please say something, Kaito. Juna calls Airi Ghost-chan. Yeah, I got that. Thanks, Kaito. As our resident urban legend otaku, she probably likes the name. That's fair. But she's not a ghost. But none of that matters right now.
もしかして愛梨ちゃんも太陽嵐の影響出てるんじゃ。
どう見てもバグです。本当にありがとうございました。
Yeah. And since it's with an AI, it's like, how do you fix something like this?
バグ。
At the end of the day, Airi is basically an app inside of IRUO. There have been a bunch of reports of IRUO malfunctioning, so it wouldn't be weird if Airi was affected. Oh. So IRUO just needs to be maintained then. You know, it needs to be updated. Maybe if IRUO was updated, Airi can be fixed in that way. You know, like an app maintenance. that'd actually explain a lot about her recent unstable behavior. Yeah. So let's just say ID is bugged. Will she still be able to observe me clearing the last trigger for report number 6? Good question. I'm not sure about that. Oh, back to the beach. Oh boy. Well, I don't want to go on too terribly long this time. So, I think I'm actually going to stop it here. We got a bit of interesting information concerning Sawada. I mean, illegitimate child? I mean, that's a pretty big piece of information to go off of. So, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.